What's going on, you guys? Steph back with another video, man. Man, it's Friday night. I'm like just packing up things before like I move and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let me make a video about this one because this one really has to be addressed, right? And the title of the video is "Your Thoughts is Keeping You from the Women That You Like," right? And I really want to address this because it's not just on the internet, it's people that I know who, it's not that they're not winning with the women, it's they're, once like something good happens, they're on cloud nine, they in love with the woman. I know a lot of you guys do that. And then when something bad, all women are just are evil and messed up and all this other stuff. Yeah, okay, yeah, you got some ones out there who really are just completely screwed up. Yeah, that's very true. But when you do that constantly over and over and over again, it's constantly failed relationships. I'm gonna say this as well. Failed failed like I would say co-parenting or yeah with like the mother of your child, and you cannot see your kid because you don't really get along with this woman as much. I'm gonna say like there's a lot of failed marriages, and it's really because of your thoughts, right? And let's just take out the marriages and like the children. Let's just keep it on the basics. When you just like be in those horrible talking stages or relationships with females, a lot of y'all dudes mess that up because it's your bad thoughts, the things y'all been programmed with, right? Like I always tell you guys, a lot of these women will disappoint you, and you gotta understand and expect that. But at the same time, when y'all meeting them or even dealing with them, or even let's say them goofy stuff goes around, don't let those horrible experiences or negative experiences mess your life up, right? And it's gonna happen, right? Like I tell guys all the time, a lot of your relationships that you've been with this woman or women are not gonna be good ones, but that one is gonna make life better for you. But how are you supposed to get that one great relationship? Meanwhile, you got really horrible negative thoughts all the time. Oh, women ain't this. Um, every chick in LA is like that. San Diego, New York, Chicago, Milwaukee, Texas, Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And the list goes on. But it's like you gotta look at yourself in the mirror and say, are you carrying yourself a certain way? Do you allow women to disrespect you, bros? Or do you allow that woman's disrespect to bother you? Right? That's why I tell guys you have to have the awareness of where you meet these women at. And I'm gonna make a video on this: is be careful with women at your job, right? Because I'm gonna say it like this: yeah, okay, you and this chick rocking and everything like that, but she see a new dude and she all over him, and now your coworkers, and now you complaining around them. All women ain't this, women ain't that. Well, you gotta have the awareness and ability and do that. And honestly, too, like I said earlier in this video, you gotta have that expectation of that. And a lot of you guys are not understanding that stuff at all. That's why I'm here to like tell y'all. And these things are gonna happen, fellas. These things are gonna happen, but it's the negative thoughts. Like one, for instance, are you carrying yourself a certain way? How I'm gonna say this. It's always that. I'm preaching this the cold truth, man. Yeah, that walk, fellas. When you're walking a certain way, people in that room, man, they gonna see, yeah, he needs to. You need to have put some respect on him because he's respectable. He's a hardworking person, and it's just the way he carried, the way he walks to any building. Yeah, he's a serious person. He's a serious G. But when you walk all weird, slouch, you got your left leg going straight and your right leg going somewhere else, you give off that energy of I can get played with. Trust me, bro. I used to do that. I used to walk around with a hunchback, not walking weird and all that other stuff. And that's how like I used to get played with. But when I changed that walk due to modeling, it's a respect level like even at my job, right? It's even respect level even with women. I had a chick tell me, I say 2 years ago, oh yeah, you walking like you a cold dude, Okay, I mean, shout out to her, she know who she is, but that's what I'm talking about. You gotta carry yourself a certain way. Like fellas, man, that walk, man, is powerful, and women love that. Women drive crazy over that. They know, oh yeah, that's a man who knows how to carry himself well. And it's not because of money or anything like that. Let's take that goofy stuff out of there. We're not talking about money on this channel. Yeah, I mean, not on this channel. We're not talking about money on this video. We are talking about how you carry yourself. That's just another one. That's one of the basics, right? Another one, I didn't even expect to do signs and everything. Another one is, this one, man, is a very, very cold one. Man, it's how you have these conversations with women. Are you approachable? Can y'all talk about anything? Or you talk about goofy stuff where it creeps the woman out? Like, do you have like a lot of knowledge on everyday life? I'm not telling you have to be a guru or, you to be some wise man or anything like that. But can you hold conversations? I don't say go back and forth with women. I say, can y'all have like an understanding with one another? Can y'all okay, if like there is some sort of, I wouldn't say clash, right? But I would say debate or anything, or is there like, can you two work out differences? That's why I say communication is very key. Communication is very key, fellas. But are you able to do that? Are you able to have those conversations with women? And it's not about you winning them. It's just a clear understanding between you two. That's very important. And honestly, too, let's just keep it really basics. Keep it really basics. Are you a good listener? Because women love a man that could listen. Because why I always say it like this, women love to talk. Like, for example, man, I'm gonna have to make like extra minutes and stuff. For example, me and this one chick, right? I didn't even expect to like have a conversation with her for like over 45 minutes for an hour, right? But we were just talking about just a lot of things. And I was just doing a lot of listening, but at the same time, there were certain things that I disagreed on, and she respected my opinion. There were certain things that she agreed or disagreed, and I had to respect. But it was just like we were just carrying it. It wasn't like I was, yo, when you gonna let me hit? When you gonna do this? Like, yo, let me get your number and all that other stuff. I don't have to do all that. I don't have to do all that because she's gonna want to do that because it's based off the conversation. It's that energy level, fellas. That's what's very important. That's just a cold thing, man. It's for real. All right, and I really want to stay focused on the video. I know I talk about the walk and everything, but it's really, I'm gonna say this, right? Every man's gonna get played. Every man's gonna get hurt. But the problem is, bro, is you allow that stuff to bother you, and then as you allow it to bother you, you carry it on to a new woman you meet. Yeah, okay, a lot of the girls play the same old goofy games and stuff like that. But you gotta cleanse those thoughts, man. You really gotta cleanse those thoughts. That's why, like I said in the video, I'd say like last year is be careful of the people you hang with. Now, if you're hanging with like a bunch of dudes who complain about females over and over and over again, what are you doing? You're talking just like the guys who talk bad about females over and over again. That's why I say be careful of your circle of friends, right? Changing the environment. That's a very, very key thing. Fellas, man, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, bro. I'm not gonna say it like this. I hated women, right? But there was times where like I just had a dislike for them. I would say like this too, a little bit of red pill rage was involved. Why is that? Because of, what my father was doing. Um, you know, a lot of these women who were like just gold diggers for dudes with nice cars and all that stuff, and they were like literally in their 20s and all that stuff, right? And I'm gonna say this is the most like really horrible spot I was in. I was working at an overnight spot where like the dudes who had money, they always bragged and always like to be flashy and all that and bring others down. That was not a good environment for me. That's why I say, yo, the people that you're around, whether you consider them friends or not, it's all a reflection on you. That's why I tell you, you guys have to get away from that stuff. Or if you're gonna deal with it, you gotta keep your head strong. You gotta keep your head focused. Trust me, bros. Like when you're around, like I noticed it with people, even myself, even like still happens when it's like so much garbage and talking nonsense, and it's just like that one person who got that bad cloud around them, bro. You're gonna start to see the change in yourself. Depression, a lot of anger, cursing, and stuff like that. Now, I understand when you curse, you get mad. But when you curse and talking that nonsense every single day, bro, constant bad mouth about, women, X, Y, and Z, bro, it's going to be an effect on you. And when it's effect on you, you honestly bringing that energy into your life. What is that? What am I saying? Attracting the same type of horrible women who are like that. Like I said, women are always gonna want X, Y, and Z with that perfect guy. But when it's a bunch of nonsense with them, you have to learn to leave that alone. That's facts. That's total key right there. If you want that amazing girl in your life, bro, you gotta use the thing called that law of attraction, bro. I've said this for years ago, and a lot of people do not like just believing that stuff. People be like, "Oh, you're using your imagination, or you talking crazy." When I started really understanding that, being like on that spiritual side stuff, a lot of people go, "Oh, Steph talking crazy, Steph doing this," but that was a sign of, okay, I need to change my environment. Because if not, I would still be in Long Island, New York, hanging around, still in that overnight shift around just like garbage people. And it's like there's no change. Especially, too, no change with women. Yeah, okay, back in Long Island, New York, I've stumbled upon a lot of women who, wanted guys with money and stuff like that. Okay, that's fine. You stay away from that. You know what I'm saying? But is every single woman that you meet is like that? No. You find what's good for you. How do you do that? Cleanse thoughts, right? Cleanse thoughts. Being aware of what you're dealing with. Being aware of the type of women. Bro, like, I'm going to say it like this, G. When I was having a conversation with this one girl, man, I was planning on hooking her friend up with my homie and stuff, but she told me certain things about like her friend and all that stuff, and I was just really picking up on who this person is, and I told the homie, what, I'm not gonna deal with that because I found out certain things. I'm not gonna air it out on video, and honestly too, it doesn't make this girl a bad person, but it's just, why would I, if I'm thinking about it, why would I want to be around someone who's still stuck on their ex, or be around someone who lies and stuff like that. That's a red flag that you would end up dealing with. The homie really wouldn't care. He said I would determine that. But me personally, looking out for him, I'm not even going to do that. Because that woman is showing her true colors. And I got to be careful with the other girl too. But that's awareness. That does not mean I have a hatred towards women. That's called just, you know what? That's RP awareness. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's RP awareness. That's why these videos come up. But some guys, they'll know this stuff. They'll know how it is in the beginning, but they'll ignore the red flags and it end up being damaging towards you. Now, I'm going to say this, man. Fellas, bro, you know, there's gonna be some women who can blindside you with that. But it's like you got to make a split decision on, okay, you know what? This is not going to be good for my mental. And she already showing me who she is. I'm going to fall back on that. And that's facts. I'm going to fall back. You know, that doesn't mean that I'm judging her. It's just, I don't want that to mess that up with me. Now, it depends on how you on the situation, but me, how I am, I'm not going to do that. That's why myself personally, I dodge a lot of chicks. Even today, even still to this day, I'm still dodging a lot of shady chicks because of just experiences, reading the books. I'm going to say YouTube videos. And honestly, the main importantly is just experience, fellas. Gotta be smart. Because these women don't think like that. But you gotta be smart on that stuff. You gotta understand okay, you know what? I don't really know about that. Females tell on themselves based on their actions. It's not like the Most High is really going to just shed a light and say, oh yeah, this girl is a 3 or 4. It's just you gotta be aware and picking up on that stuff. And on top of that too, you have to have a clear lens. It's like in the 50th Law, 50 Cent book. You know, you can't walk around here with blurry vision. You know what chapter I'm talking about. You have to walk around with a clear lens. You be thinking it's all sweet and dandy, but it's really not. And we all get like that, but you gotta you know what I'm saying, you gotta find your focus. Not just with women, but with life. Man, my hand is itching like crazy, bro. Yeah, you gotta be like that, fellas. Yeah, it's not easy. These videos, you know, you guys watch like Fresh and Fit, Steph, FitX, EMJ, AMS, Ron Wills. They're not gonna help you find that woman. These videos are just basically to help you out. Just a review. When you gotta go out there and experience it. That's why people be like, oh yeah, the streets is fun. You know, women say that the most, but when guys say, yeah, the streets is fun, but it's really not. It's honestly, the streets is really dangerous. Because like a lot of people like to play them games, and then when that other person finds out them type of games, yeah, it gets dangerous. That's why I make these type of videos. Don't say the streets is fun because you ain't really experiencing it yet. That's what you gotta move like a street N-word. You gotta move like that to understand. That's very key. It's that programming that a lot of guys are like letting themselves mess them up. Yeah, the red pill content is there, but it's not there for you to complain about females. Yeah, you're gonna go through some rage. Yeah, it's gonna piss you off that, you know, women are like a little bit backwards. That's okay, bro. That's perfectly fine. But don't let it mess you up to the point where you're going 5, 6 years, 10 years without dating, you know what I'm saying, enjoying life and stuff like that. Like even myself, like I was on, like I really think about it. Like with this whole monk mode thing, I truly believe in the monk mode, but it's a gift and a curse being in monk mode. Like, there's a pro and a con to it because you're not really experiencing it. That's why like I gotta give a shout out to the homie Jesse, man, because he was really telling me like, yo, Steph, like I understand that you really wanna make it in Cali and whatever it is that you want to do, but you gotta like have a little bit of clarity, a little bit of fun with females because you're letting life get by. And he's right on that. Like he is absolutely right. Like I still listen to I still take into what he said, but I still gotta just grind every day. But he's right because a lot of you dudes who have like these messed up thoughts, it's gonna 20s and your 30s, and that's supposed to be like your best years. You're supposed to be like you're supposed to experience like the beautiful women and just life as a youngin, even though it's kind of hard through these times, just like socially dating, um, financially and stuff like that. But it's like you gotta enjoy because let's say you do get everything you wanted in your 40s and 50s, man, you're gonna be like, man, I wish I really had fun in my 20s. Like I honestly really say that sometimes. Like I really wish I wasn't so angry all the time in my 20s because, bro, the music I was listening to back then was so amazing. Um, I did club a lot like in my early 20s, but I wish I like did it more. But I was like, yo, I'm in monk mode. Pops really messed up the money and all that stuff. But I talk about it like I think about it like, man, I wish I like really got a chance to fully enjoy life. I really do now, even though like I wish I can have my pops back, but I really wish I was able to enjoy time with them early on, even with moms too. Like I really do. Like I even wish that um, I'm not trying to sound blue pill or naive, but certain relationships, even with females, I wish I like enjoyed more, but I just didn't because of negative thoughts, bad bad programming of how women are. Even though like the chicks was on some goofy stuff, but it was like I really wish I did things different. And this is real talk, man. This is like a real talk Friday. Like this is no cap stuff. I really wish I did that, but you gotta live and you learn. But this is why, like, I'm telling you guys, even like the youngins and stuff like that, life is a little too short. It's a little too short. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about females all the time. I don't care. But when you let those negative thoughts consume you, it's gonna really take some time away from your life, bro. Trust me. Like I'm gonna be real with y'all, fellas, man. I really don't want to like say this. Like I had a homegirl I was really cool with, very amazing, beautiful, like, and she was really cool with me, but she took her own life away, and it was way too young. And I think about it like I wish there was things I could have done that she probably would be alive today, but she allowed those thoughts to mess her up. And I'm telling you, dudes, same with you guys, bro. Don't let these women like mess your life up, bro. It's not worth it, bro. It's not. And that's why I make these type of videos, man. I'm keeping it a stack with y'all. Don't let RP content make you think real negatively. It's just there as just something in your utility belt. That's all it is. And you have to be smart enough to understand what women are good for you. And I'll tell you like this, you gotta understand to walk away from women who will bring out the anger in you. Because there's a lot of women out here who will, and trust me, will bring that anger out of you. But you gotta make a split decision quick to walk away. That's the end of this video. It's gonna be a long video, man. I'm gonna edit and put it out. I'm out, guys. Bow.